Hey, what's up? This is True Filoso. Today we're here with Ruben in another episode of the Barbers Barber. Again, talking to barbers, interesting people in the chair, and letting them tell us their story in the chair. Today we're in his shop. We're here as guests. Thank you to Jimmy for having us here today, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. Ruben, tell us a little bit about yourself and let the people know who you are.
What's up, guys?
Hold on.
What?
What haircut do you want?
Oh, just do a medium drop.
Medium drop it?
Yeah, please,
Okay.
porfa.
All right.
And then I like the length of the top because it's like curly,
Uh-huh.
but I don't know if you want to
Take
adjust
some weight
something.
right here.
You can kind of keep a little bit of weight, but like I'm pretty sure you already see like the difference.
Okay.
But
I'll do
probably
some shear
like,
work to blend it in.
yeah, I just have pomade in.
All right. No worries. I
I'm
got you.
sorry.
You're good. All right. Back to it. What's up, Ruben?
What's up?
Let us know a little bit about yourself.
My name is Ruben Castellanos, full Mexican name. I go by Ruben the Chopper on Instagram.
Oh, hold on. Ruben the what?
The Chopper.
The chopper. That's right, Ruben. All right. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Ruben.
I've been a barber for about 3 years now, going on to four. I'm an Ivy League graduate, Cal State San Marcos dropout. Other than that, just pursuing my career in barbering, trying to see where else it can take me, education-wise, business-wise. I just started here at Jimmy's Barbershop, located here in Vista, California. Actually, with my really good friend Jimmy, known him since I was 14. So pretty much now, 10 years later, here we are, cutting business.
That's pretty dope, man. So tell me a little bit about that. Like you said, you went to Cal State and dropped out. How did that go? About
I was there for about a year and a half, like a year and a semester. Gave it my best, gave it a college try. Didn't really work out, but in that time I wasn't really going to school. I was kicking at Junior's Barbershop. Shout out Junior. Um, that's where Jimmy was working at the time, and I knew plenty about barbering because I thought about it too in high school, and here we are now.
So it was something that you kind of had like an interest in, and then like decided to just like it wasn't a strong enough interest to go pursue it, but it was still something in the back of your mind.
Oh yeah, I
And
just didn't know where to start.
okay, how'd you end up finding out about where to start, or how'd you end up getting like motivated? You're talking about juniors too. I mean, shout out to juniors again, and Jimmy, one of your motivators. But what were like the couple of first steps that you did to like go into to actually get the education you needed to become a barber?
COVID happened. I was working at Mercedes Benz as a porter, and I lost my job. Didn't have anything else to do, and then Ivy League Barber Academy was down the street in San Marcos. So that was pretty much it.
It was game over after that.
Yeah, game over.
Damn, that's pretty good, man. You were part of the 1500-hour program?
Yep, 1,500.
Dang, how's that? How do you feel about that? 1500, and now we get to do it at 1,000 hours.
That's basically like a whole pregnancy. That's 8 months. Now it's 6 months.
Yep. That's a hidden pregnancy
It's
right
a hidden
there.
pregnancy.
Yeah, man.
Surprise.
That's cool, bro. So, what do you think are one of the couple of challenges or things that you kind of went through when you started school? So, like, if we're going from college to like now pursuing like the barbering career, you said you went through COVID. So, how about let's start off there. Tell us a little bit about your experience at Ivy League through COVID, because I know that a lot of the schools weren't open and a lot of schools were really. I mean, obviously we had to, other than following compliance, the 6 feet apart. Let us know your experience. How was that at Ivy League?
It was different for sure. It was kind of like secluded and secret. I think our class was like 10 people. We had you as the instructor and Alex the Great. Shout out Alex as the instructor. So literally just getting that, basically that solo time with that pair of you guys, that combination, it just kind of made it a little bit more of a like private school. You're actually getting taught by two professionals that like care about everything. So it was pretty cool. but now it's like huge. You guys got what, 30 students? 40?
We got it spread out in two different campuses.
Oh,
Yeah,
see, there you go.
yeah, definitely. I mean, but we still keep a good low ratio. We're still to 10 to 1 on
10 to 1.
educators. Yeah, yeah. How was that for you though? Like learning, I know that we had to go through the mass, through the 6 feet apart and all that. How did you feel like Ivy League did in giving you the education you needed to get your license?
Well, we did pretty good, in my opinion. It's all about structure and what you expect out of yourself because you can't really expect it out of a school because you're paying to go there and you actually want to go there. But I understand how the world works, but in my opinion, it helped out a lot. I just had my structure, they had their structure, and we just put it together. Or I put it together in my way that helped me out. And then I had my private tutors, Jimmy, my homie Joel, shout out Joel, or Fat Boy Joel, what he goes by.
You
Um,
had mentors in the
yeah,
industry already.
I had so many people already in the barber industry as like friends, and I already knew what I could go ask them. Basically, like a cheat code.
No, definitely. You think that helps a lot? No, knowing or having a barber to kind of rely to when it comes to this industry.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's that mentor. I think that mentor, like that big brother or that OG in the game that could tell you, what they've been through, what they saw, what they heard.
That's pretty cool. It kind of says a lot about you to keep yourself humble because you always have somebody that kind of knows a little more than you and could potentially guide you right in the right direction with this career. What do you think have been some of like the hiccups or like the struggles of being a barber?
Patience. It's always about patience. You can't like rush the game. Yeah, you can be good with the Clippers, but are you good at talking? Are you good at counting? Are you good at time management? Um, all those things kind of just go hand in hand with everything, and um, you just got to figure it out. You just got to walk the walk, talk the talk, get your get your hands dirty, get sweaty a little bit,
I think one of the biggest questions that a lot of people have are like, it's like, how long does it take to get good? What do you think your input or your intake is on that question? How long does it take to get good,
to get good.
or to like at least have the fear of like, hey, I know what I'm doing.
At least a year. I would say those 8 months were good. Some people are naturally blessed, with the artistic eye, with the hands, but you also just gotta love it. Um, Personally, it kind of took me like a year, maybe a year and a half to put everything together. Because you gotta be good with your scissors, not just your clippers.
Do you feel like you have like a specific, like a specialty or like a specific style? I know you and I have in the past, we've talked a lot and we've had conversations. By the way, shout out Ruben, man. Thank you for having me here because one, it was last minute, and
Yeah.
two, like, dude, like we go way, way back, and it's kind of cool to kind of now sit down and put this on like video because I've said I've wanted to do something like this for a very long
Oh yeah.
time. You know, my homie, my good friends, pushed me to get things done. So, I got Wiley supporting me on this one, and he's like, "Hey, go get out there and get it done." So, um, with having like, the history we got together, like, what do you think? Like, I'm saying, like, what's one of the worst things other than that you could go through, like in the barbering? Like, what would you say you would do different to prepare yourself like as soon as you're out of school, like one of the things like, hey, maybe I wasted too much time doing this, or I should have focused more on like the perms. But what do you think is one of the things that like you think you should have focused more while you were in school?
I think just the reps. Um, Obviously, all the students they're scared to cut or to mess somebody's hair up, but you gotta just put the reps in. Um, One thing I heard from one of our homies, James, you got to be a butcher before you're a barber. So you got to get your reps in. That's the only thing I regret. But every time I had the clippers in my hands, I made the best of it. Got the harsh critics. I would go up to you, to Alex. I'd send pictures over to Jimmy. I'm like, rip me apart. Do your worst.
Yeah.
And
It
sometimes it does hurt to like hear it, but somebody's got to say it.
it helps to have those friends, right? Those people that could tell you and just be straight up with you and be like, "Hey, I'm sure Jimmy when he leaves gonna be like, yo, Chewy left a little line in there too."
Oh
But you know, it happens to all of us. This is part of doing this
yeah,
art of barbering. There's no perfect way. There's just our way, and you know, we're professionals. Obviously, we don't cut corners, and we do what we have to do in every haircut. But no, it's pretty cool to hear that you've kind of overcome a couple of obstacles in your what you said 3 years now.
yeah,
3 years, is
years.
that licensed or since you started?
Licensed.
Like, dang, so 3 years plus your 1,500 hours.
Yeah.
Man, that is crazy. In those 3 years, do you think you've developed a style, like a specific style of cutting? Like, is there
Um,
something that you like more? Like, let's just right off the bat, what's your favorite haircut?
I would say either a slick back like pompadour style, like a taper or a fade. Um, yeah, I would say that's kind of more my style, more old school with the new school. Got to learn from pretty much a lot of good people. Shout out Emiliano, everybody at Located Barbershop and Juniors. Shout out to everyone at Filoso, from Barajas down to Alex, down to Izzy. Some old school names, Chewy specifically. So it's just trying to combine everyone's style into like yours, and then just what you think, in my personal opinion, what I think it looks like a good haircut. Because
Okay.
everybody has different opinions on haircuts.
So medium, slick back kind of favorite.
Yeah, medium fade, drop it a little
Those are
bit.
good.
That's my style. A little bit of a drop, not too military, but some people like it military.
I think that's one of the most universal haircuts everybody kind of knows. Everybody should know. Everybody asks for. You know, I think I was talking to my son about it. It was like, what's the most popular haircut? It's like everything medium. Like it's a medium fade with something with curly top, with a slick back, with a pompadour, or right now what the most popular ones are like the tapers. You know,
Oh
everybody's
yeah.
tapers with length, with the shear work. So all of that's really important. Advice. I know you're talking about earlier about how we have a lot of students now in the campus, and yeah, we do have. I mean, our campuses have been growing. We have a campus in Escondido. We have San Marcos. We have Poway actually that's finishing. We should be ready with that one up and going by April, and we just got approved for Lake Elsinore. So, 4 campuses. What's some advice, man? What do you think you could tell the youngins, letting them know like you went through it. You had, like you said, you had our education. I'm not no longer so much on the floor like I used to be. We now have like great educators that are at both of our campuses. But what do you think are some advice that you could help me pass over to the students as far as up and coming barbers?
I would say just network with everybody. Um, Try to get to know some more people in the industry. It's so big. There's a place for everybody. Um, just try to understand where everyone's coming from and what they do it for, because not everybody has the same motives. Connect yourself with the people that have the same mindset as you, and just keep on going from that.
Okay, okay. And what about any any accidents you ever had while at Barber at the school? Or any funny moments that you remember about while being at school? I know there's a lot, but
Yeah, there's a lot.
okay, let me. I remember shout out Alan,
Alan.
Alan, and the was it him and the Canes,
Oh yeah, the Canes.
the
Yeah, to disrespect the Canes.
disrespecting Canes.
Um, let's see.
Was it your
Well,
group that got on and got in Fat Boy's van and were jumping
oh
while
yeah, dude. We
while
were
in the
making.
freeway or something? I don't
Yeah,
know
I
what
had
happened.
that thing had hydraulics. The thing was bumping. Shout out Matt. Happy birthday, Matt. Um, I would say just me patching somebody like really bad. I think I was trying to clip her over comb, and I got super close, and they just took out a whole chunk out of the kid's head. And then Alex came and was like, "Yo, just leave it like that." He's like, "There's no saving it." He's like, "You're good." He's like, "It's not that noticeable," but it
There's
was
no
pretty.
saving it.
But yeah, he's like, "It is what it is." That's what school haircuts are about. You live and you learn. You never don't want to ever give a bad haircut ever again, so you don't do it again.
So what'd you do? What'd you do to not ever give that bad haircut again?
Play it safe. Be faster than learn how to be fast because I was a kid and he was faster than me.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like boxing. You gotta shake and move.
you gotta tire them out.
Yeah, you gotta tire him out or put him in a headlock.
That's wrestling, man.
That's wrestling too, huh?
Yeah. So what's next for Ruben? Well,
Um,
I don't even want to say what's next for Ruben. Like what you just did recently, I think was a big bold move. In your part, because being independent is not it's not for everybody. It's very difficult and it's a it's all it's what we all want to do, but when you break it down, it takes a lot. It's being a businessman, showing up to work on time, putting in those long hours. You take away your 9 to 5 to get a 24/7.
pretty much. I would say just focus on my business. Just handle my business. Get more clients. Grow myself. I've been dabbling around with most social media, but I just try to make some funny stuff.
That's cool, man.
Maybe do some reviews or something in the future, but I do want to go back to school. That's a chip on my shoulder, so maybe school. Just hold it down for myself, learn how to make some big bucks, get some sponsorships or something.
Okay. Ruben makes me nervous, so.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. So now we're finishing up with Ruben. Thank you again for having us here at Jimmy's. Again, appreciate for having me here. Here at Ivy League, we do great things other than great haircuts. We also like to have great barbers join our community. And again, today's story was about Ruben and what he's been up to. And stay tuned for the next one.